covering more news where you live. This is 5 News This Morning.
Facing charges, 2 former Benton County officials will appear in court today. We'll tell you why just ahead.
And getting your questions answered, where you can get information about Obamacare, is just ahead. But first, we start things off with Joe on this Monday morning, 6 o'clock. You may need to grab the umbrella today.
Yeah, dust it off. Haven't used it in a while, especially this early in the morning. But we are seeing some rain out there in parts of Oklahoma, even some developing rain here in northwest Arkansas. This is really going to be the first time that we've seen rain for the bus stop so far this semester, so keep the umbrella handy this morning. There's the rain out in eastern Oklahoma, also some rain across northwest Arkansas this morning. I want to show you a closer look at what's going on right now locally. We're all clear across eastern Oklahoma and the River Valley. The rain continues north and really across northern Benton County was where we're seeing most of the rain this morning, from Pea Ridge down to Avoca, the east side of Rogers seeing a little bit of rain, even in Bentonville a few passing showers. You see the heaviest of the rain just east of Avoca, tracking right over toward Beaver Lake into the Garfield area. We've seen a couple of passing showers through Garfield this morning. We'll see a few more. Western Benton County, a few spotty showers out there, so we will see some showers along 540 and 71 through Hiwassee this morning as well, and even more rain back out toward northeast Oklahoma. We'll take a closer look at the forecast. We've got rain this morning, but we also have a chance of rain this afternoon as well. The forecast is coming up.
New as you're waking up, 2 former Benton County Road Department officials allegedly involved in a corruption case will appear in court today for an arraignment hearing.
5 News reporter Kayla Payne is live at the Benton County Courthouse with more information on the case. Kayla, good morning.
Good morning. 2 men may now face theft charges today. This after being caught knowing that a county official may have used county money for personal use. Former road superintendent Jack Brown was arrested early August in connection with selling county scrap metal and collecting cash envelopes to give to Scott Stober, a former county official. Stober was charged last week with 3 counts of felony theft of property. Former road construction superintendent Grant McCracken is also being arraigned today. McCracken told police that he didn't play an active role in the theft, but did help. He reported the actions a few weeks after knowing about the theft. Brown and McCracken will enter pleas today at their arraignments at 8 a.m. Live in Benton County, Kayla Payne, 5 News.
Kayla, thank you. Officials say roughly $3,000 total was taken for personal use.
A Fort Smith intersection where an Alma school teacher was killed will likely not become a 4-way stop. This after a traffic study shows it's just not needed. 5 News reporter Katie Corman is live in Fort Smith with the details. Katie, good morning.
Good morning. Some people say there's no question this intersection at Chad Colley Boulevard and Mazard Road could use a 4-way stop. But Fort Smith Street and Traffic Control says it's just not necessary. Alma school teacher Crystal Buswell was killed last month when her car collided with a dump truck at this intersection. The deadly accident prompted some to say a 4-way stop is needed here. But the Fort Smith Street and Traffic Control Department says there isn't enough traffic in the area to warrant a 4-way stop. At least 300 cars would need to pass through the intersection each hour, and only 230 are currently traveling through. Accident reports show Buswell's is the only accident to have occurred at this intersection. The Street and Traffic Control Department says plans for lower speed limits and signs alerting drivers to the 2-way stop are in the works. Live in Fort Smith, Katie Corman, 5 News.
Katie, thanks. The Fort Smith City Board will vote on the proposed 4-way stop at a meeting tomorrow night. Looking ahead today, Crawford County officials will hold a special meeting concerning ongoing jail issues. Officials will discuss the possibility of a new facility and a possible proposed sales tax to fund it. If the committee agrees on a sales tax, the issue will move to the Quorum Court. Well, that meeting is tonight at 6:30 at the Crawford County Circuit Courtroom in Van Buren, and the Quorum Court will meet right after at 7 o'clock.
In 2 weeks, open enrollment begins for health insurance through the Affordable Health Care Act. A town hall meeting will be held tonight at the Fort Smith Convention Center to answer your questions about this. 3 Arkansas legislators will be in attendance for questions and answers about the law. The town hall meeting is from 5 to 7 this evening. Open enrollment for Arkansans begins October 1st at arhealthconnector.org.
Across the nation this morning, rescue crews in Colorado are preparing for a massive air rescue for thousands of people still stranded inside their homes. Entire communities are still isolated because of those washed out roads. Helicopters were grounded yesterday. The National Guard went into devastated areas looking for victims. Evacuees are leaving messages for people unaccounted for at the shelters. 1,500 homes are destroyed and more than 17,000 damaged. Even the rescuers are shaken, but say they are already working to rebuild.
Inch by inch, mile by mile, community by community, they're taking this stuff back.
My goodness, you can see how touched he is there. At least 4 people are confirmed dead and at least 2 more people are missing and believed to be dead.
Today, UN inspectors will release their report on last month's alleged chemical weapons attack in Syria. The UN report will only say if an attack occurred, not who launched it. The U.S. says the Syrian government is responsible for the attack, killing an estimated 1,400 people. The U.S. and Russia have agreed to a deal that would require Syria to hand over all of its chemical weapons to avoid a U.S. strike. But some lawmakers feel President Obama has given too much power to Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Think about where he is and what he wanted out of Syria. He got everything he wanted, including taking away the president's advantage of a guaranteed or at least a credible military strike.
Under the plan, Syria will provide an inventory of its chemical arsenal within 1 week once it's approved. International inspectors must be on the ground no later than November, and all of Syria's chemical weapons must be eliminated by the middle of next year. President Obama will have to keep looking to find the new Federal Reserve chairman. Larry Summers was being considered for the position, but withdrew his name. The president was reportedly favoring Summers to replace Ben Bernanke, whose term expires at the end of January. Reports say Janet Yellen is now the leading candidate for the position. If she wins, she'd be the first woman to ever run the Fed.
Across the nation this morning, chaos breaks out in Times Square in New York after police opened fire on a suspect, hitting 2 bystanders in the process. NYPD were pursuing a man who was running through traffic when one officer fired 3 shots. Take a look at this video. 2 of those shots missed and hit 2 women, one in her knee and the other just grazed her backside. Police say it appeared the man was attempting suicide by car, and when police approached him, he actually pretended to point a weapon at them. The man was later tasered and arrested. Both of those bystanders shot, by the way, are expected to make full recoveries.
With our eyes on the world this morning, crews will spend nearly 12 hours salvaging the Costa Concordia. Strong thunderstorms delayed the process by 3 hours already. Crews finally got to work this morning off the coast of Italy, and normally a ship this size would be dismantled or torn apart with explosives, but officials say the ship is filled with toxins.
It is 6:07 as you are starting off a new week on this Monday morning. Let's go ahead and check in with Joe for a look at the bus stop forecast. It looks like the kids may need to bring something they haven't had to yet.
Yeah, umbrella is definitely going to be needed this morning across northwest Arkansas. Scattered showers moving through the area this morning. This little kid, I always love showing this kid. He's just so excited. And why not? It's Monday morning. You get back to school, a little bit of rain out there this morning as well. Now, in the River Valley, we're not going to see rain this morning, but we will see the possibility of some rain later on this afternoon. So go ahead and take the umbrella to be on the safe side for those showers this afternoon. We'll talk more about the forecast coming up, but I want to get you an update on what's happening with time saver traffic now, just about 9 minutes after 6 o'clock. No major issues along 540 this morning, although we will see some delays within the areas that are seeing rain in Benton County this morning. Also keep note, Northwest 2nd Street between Northwest A and Northwest D in Bentonville will be closed until September 24th. All westbound, eastbound traffic will need to take West Central until that project is complete. For the River Valley, all clear this morning and no rain in the Fort Smith area, but we will see construction delays, especially that southbound lane from Van Buren into Fort Smith. As always, you can take time saver traffic wherever you go by logging on to 5newsonline.com. Also, you can tweet us your traffic reports using the hashtag 5News Traffic. Coming up in the forecast, we're going to take a look at the radar, talk about the rain moving through this morning, talk about the possibility of even more rain by the afternoon.
Coming up next, having a newborn is already pretty stressful. How to keep them happy and healthy the first year is just ahead.
Plus, it's the Hogs versus the Knights. What should we expect this weekend? Bobby Swafford has details just ahead in sports.